Welcome back to this week's Best Bets. Today, got a couple college games, a lot of close lines this week that I'm just not sure on. Not too many big ones that I like either. So, only a couple in college. Starting off with a surprise underdog, in my opinion, but underdogs have been winning a lot lately. The Giants beat the Eagles. Couple upsets last week, and I'm guessing there's going to be some more upsets this week as well. But technically an underdog, not a big one. We're going to go with Michigan plus 115. Now, they are at USC. I do understand, but I think Michigan's going to make this a street fight against USC and try and keep them in a phone booth, basically, and ground and pound, beat them up, only pass if they have to. And I think Michigan can do that. Now, obviously, I could easily be very wrong on this one. I think if USC can take the top off Michigan's defense and kind of make Michigan play from behind early, I think USC has a good chance. But I think Michigan controls the game, controls the tempo. So I'm going to go with Michigan money line plus 115 for the first bet. I wouldn't call this a super lock or anything like that. So just some good value, I think. There not a lot of good value with some of these teams, but my next one is going to be very dependent on if John Mateer can play, which it's looking like I've been watching the line, and I think John Mateer might be more likely to play. Yesterday they had it at plus 105. Today it is minus 115. So usually that's an indicator of maybe somebody on the inside said something to somebody in Vegas, about John Mateer and how he's doing. So if John Mateer comes back, I love Oklahoma money line. I think that's a lock. I think you hammer that one. I think their defense is playing lights out. I think even with no John Mateer, they're still going to have a chance just because it's going to be such a low-scoring game. So the under might be something to look at on that as well. But I like just Oklahoma money line. If John Mateer plays, it's a super lock. But I think Oklahoma gives them a good game and maybe wins outright either way. And then honorable mention is Nebraska minus 6.5 against Maryland. That we had a good solid win against Michigan State last week. Offense played well. Offense looked good. Just got to get that defense figured out still in some certain areas, mainly run defense. And, offensive line could always play better, but sometimes that happens when you pass the ball 40 times a game. But honorable mention, Nebraska minus 6.5. Good bet. Good value, I think, there. And so then we move on to the NFL with Buccaneers money line. I think it is minus 165, so I think to get value, we're going to have to parlay this one. And something else that I do also like is a straight bet, but also one that I would parlay with the Buccaneers money line is going to be the Jags Seahawks over 47.5 points. I think the points are going to be flying in that one. We saw how the Jags played against Kansas City. I mean, they had some blunders and they still ended up scoring 31 points. So I don't see a problem for Seahawks or Jaguars scoring points in that game. Again, that's also a good one straight, but I like that parlayed with Buccaneers money line. And my lock of the week, we have a team that is coming back after a tough loss last week that they definitely probably should have won. They were minus 450, I believe, at one point, Buffalo Bills against the Patriots. So I'm going to go with Buffalo Bills make a bounce back this week and cover the spread against Atlanta minus 3.5. And I wouldn't be surprised if by Sunday that line moves up even more. Give me the Bills minus 3.5. And that's all I got for my best bets this week. If you tail me, let me know, and hopefully let's make some money together.